Let's take a moment and really ground ourselves in this present moment. Think about where you are right now in your life, what you're happy about, what's weighing on you, the dreams you've been carrying for far too long. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what will it take for you to make 2025 the year that changes everything? Not just a good year, not just better than last year, but a truly transformational year. The kind of year where you don't just survive, but thrive in a way you never thought possible. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The key to making that leap isn't some miracle waiting to happen. It's not some big break or a perfect set of circumstances lining up in your favor. No, it's much simpler than that. It's about mastering one thing, self-discipline. Now, I know that word can feel heavy. It can feel like a chore, like something that's meant to deprive you of joy. But what if I told you that self-discipline is actually the gateway to the life you've been dreaming about? Because here's the truth, if you don't take control of your life, the world will. The chaos, the noise, the endless distractions, they will all conspire to keep you where you are unless you decide to rise above it. 2025 isn't going to be any easier than the years before. In fact, it's going to test you in ways you've never imagined. But that's where self-discipline comes in. It's not about forcing yourself to do things you hate. It's about honoring the vision you have for your life, even when it's hard. Self-discipline isn't about being perfect. It's not about never making a mistake or always having it all together. It's about making a commitment to yourself that no matter what, you will show up day after day for the life you truly want. It's about choosing what you want most over what you want right now. And that's hard. It's uncomfortable. But that discomfort, that's where growth lives. That's where your future is waiting for you. I want you to think of self-discipline as your superpower. The power to say no to what doesn't serve you. The power to focus on what truly matters, even when the world is pulling you in 1,000 directions. And the power to stay committed to your goals, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Because those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments that separate those who survive from those who thrive. Now, I know that self-discipline can feel like a lonely road. It's not the path most people are willing to take. But let me tell you something, the people who truly transform their lives are the ones who are willing to do what others won't. They're the ones who embrace the hard work, the sacrifice, the moments of doubt, because they know it's leading them to something greater. So as we look ahead to 2025, let's make a pact right here, right now. Let's decide that this will be the year you don't hold back. This will be the year you step fully into your power, because you have it within you to not just survive, but to truly thrive. And it all starts with mastering one simple thing, self-discipline. In life, challenges are inevitable. You will face setbacks, disappointments, and failures. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't about avoiding difficulties, it's about how you respond to them. Developing a resilient mindset is your greatest asset in navigating the unpredictable landscape of 2025. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about growing stronger because of what you've been through. It's about turning your challenges into stepping stones that bring you closer to your goals. Resilience starts with accepting that discomfort, failure, and pain are part of the journey. Too often, we try to avoid anything that feels hard or uncomfortable. But the reality is that every obstacle you encounter has the potential to make you stronger. When you shift your mindset to view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, you no longer fear them. Instead, you embrace them, knowing that each difficulty you overcome builds your mental toughness and prepares you for the next level of your journey. One powerful way to build resilience is to focus on what you can control. When life throws curveballs, it's easy to get overwhelmed by everything that's going wrong. But resilient people don't waste their energy on things they can't change. Instead, they ask themselves, what can I do right now to move forward, whether it's a small step or a significant action? Focusing on what you can control shifts your mindset from victim to victor. This mindset shift is crucial for building the strength to face whatever life throws at you. Developing resilience also means embracing a mindset of gratitude. It might sound counterintuitive, but when you focus on what you're grateful for, Even in the midst of hard times, you build a foundation of positivity that can carry you through the darkest moments. Gratitude doesn't ignore the challenges, it simply reminds you that there's always something worth fighting for. By shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's still good, you build an inner strength that keeps you grounded no matter how hard the storm rages. Resilience is also about being kind to yourself. When you fall short or make a mistake, it's easy to beat yourself up and let negative self-talk take over. But remember, setbacks don't define you, how you respond to them does. Developing a resilient mindset means giving yourself permission to be human, to fail, to learn, and to try again. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Use every failure as fuel to propel you forward, not as a reason to give up. To cultivate resilience, surround yourself with people who uplift you. Your environment plays a significant role in your mindset. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it's hard to stay strong. But when you have a support system of positive, encouraging people, you'll find it easier to bounce back from setbacks. Lean on those who inspire you and remind you of your strength. Resilient people know that they don't have to do it all alone. They seek support and share their journey with those who truly care. As you step into 2025, commit to developing a mindset that not only survives challenges but thrives because of them. Remind yourself daily that resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you cultivate through every struggle you overcome. The more you practice it, the stronger you become. Life will never be completely free of obstacles, but with a resilient mindset, you'll be prepared to face anything that comes your way. Let resilience be the armor that protects your dreams and the force that drives you to succeed, no matter what challenges arise. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in shaping your mindset, energy, and outlook on life. If you want to thrive in 2025, it's time to be intentional about who you allow into your inner circle. The truth is, not everyone deserves a seat at your table. The people closest to you can either push you toward greatness or pull you into mediocrity. By choosing to surround yourself with those who uplift, inspire, and challenge you, you create an environment that fuels your growth and helps you reach your full potential. There's a saying that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by people who constantly complain, make excuses, or settle for less than they deserve, it's only a matter of time before their habits rub off on you. On the other hand, when you're around individuals who are driven, optimistic, and relentless in the pursuit of their goals, you naturally rise to their level. It's not about cutting people off, but about being mindful of how their energy influences yours. Elevating your circle means seeking out people who challenge you to be better, not through criticism, but by their example. When you're surrounded by people who are constantly pushing themselves, you're inspired to do the same. These are the friends who celebrate your wins, hold you accountable, and encourage you to keep going when things get tough. They are the ones who remind you of your potential when you've forgotten it yourself. In their presence, you find the courage to dream bigger and reach higher. But let's be clear, surrounding yourself with people who elevate you isn't just about seeking those who are successful. It's about finding people who align with your values, who believe in your vision, and who genuinely want to see you thrive. It's not enough for someone to be accomplished. They must also be positive, kind, and supportive. True elevation comes from those who are not only willing to share their wisdom, but are also invested in your journey. These are the relationships that will sustain you, especially during the hard times. The journey to success can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. The right people will walk alongside you, offering encouragement, wisdom, and sometimes a reality check when you need it. They won't let you settle for less than your best, and they'll remind you of your worth when you're tempted to give up. They'll call you out when you're making excuses and push you to be honest with yourself. In their company, you become braver, more resilient, and more committed to your goals. However, to attract people who elevate you, you also need to be that kind of person for others. Support, inspire, and lift up the people around you. Be the friend who listens, the mentor who guides, and the cheerleader who celebrates others' successes. When you bring positive energy into your relationships, you'll naturally attract people who do the same. Building an uplifting community isn't just about taking, it's about giving as well. When you help others rise, you elevate yourself in the process. As you prepare for 2025, take a moment to evaluate your relationships. Are the people around you pushing you toward your dreams or holding you back? If you want to thrive in the coming year, be intentional about who you choose to surround yourself with. Invest in relationships that uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow. Because at the end of the day, your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your destiny. Make sure the people in your circle are helping you create the life you've always dreamed of. In the pursuit of your dreams, it's easy to get caught up in chasing perfection. You set high standards for yourself, and when things don't go exactly as planned, you're quick to feel frustrated or even defeated. But here's the thing: perfection is an illusion. It's a moving target that can never truly be reached. If you want to survive and thrive in 2025, you must shift your mindset from obsessing over perfection to celebrating progress. Because it's the small, consistent steps forward that ultimately lead to greatness. The problem with perfectionism is that it paralyzes you. It keeps you stuck in a loop of self-doubt, always thinking, I'm not ready, or I need to get it just right before I start. But the reality is, if you wait for everything to be perfect, you'll never move forward. Life doesn't wait for perfection, and neither should you. Progress, no matter how small, is what propels you toward your goals. Every step, every effort, no matter how imperfect, is a victory worth celebrating. When you focus on progress, you start to see every experience as a lesson. Mistakes are no longer failures, they're stepping stones that teach you, refine you, and help you grow. Each time you try, you're getting better, smarter, and closer to your vision. It's not about being flawless, it's about being fearless in the pursuit of your dreams. When you celebrate progress, you build the confidence to keep going, even when things don't go according to plan. This mindset shift allows you to embrace the journey, not just the destination. Celebrating progress also means acknowledging how far you've come rather than only focusing on how far you still have to go. Too often, we overlook our achievements because we're so fixated on what's next. But taking the time to recognize your wins, no matter how small, is crucial for maintaining motivation and momentum. Every milestone, every hurdle you overcome is a testament to your hard work and resilience. By celebrating these moments, you build the strength to keep pushing forward, even when the road gets tough. It's important to remember that perfectionism can rob you of joy. When you're constantly striving for an impossible ideal, you miss out on the joy of the journey. But when you focus on progress, you start to find fulfillment in the act of trying, learning, and growing. You begin to see that success isn't about reaching a flawless endpoint, it's about becoming the best version of yourself, one step at a time. Embracing progress over perfection frees you from the pressure of always having to be perfect and allows you to fully enjoy the process. To cultivate this mindset, start by setting realistic, achievable goals. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim to be just a little better today than you were yesterday. Celebrate the small wins, like completing a challenging task, staying consistent with your habits, or simply not giving up when things got hard. These small celebrations reinforce your progress and build the confidence to take on even bigger challenges. Remember, success is a series of small victories, not a single moment of perfection. As you head into 2025, let go of the need to be perfect and instead embrace the journey of continuous improvement. Remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes, to learn as you go, and to celebrate every bit of progress along the way. Because in the end, it's not about being flawless, it's about being persistent, resilient, and brave enough to keep moving forward. So celebrate how far you've come, honor the progress you're making, and trust that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Let's face it, we're wired to avoid discomfort. It's human nature to seek out comfort, to stick with what's familiar, to avoid pain and uncertainty. But here's the harsh truth: if you always choose comfort, you'll never grow. The path to self-discipline, success, and a truly fulfilling life is paved with discomfort. Those moments that stretch you, challenge you, and even scare you, those are the moments where real growth happens. If you want to thrive in 2025, you need to learn to not just face discomfort, but to embrace it. Discomfort is like a mirror. It reflects where your limits are. When you feel uncomfortable, it's a sign that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, that you're expanding into a new version of yourself. Whether it's pushing through that extra rep at the gym, having a difficult conversation, or taking on a project that feels way beyond your current skill level, these are the moments that shape you. The discomfort you feel is a signal that you're on the edge of a breakthrough. The key to mastering discomfort is to change how you perceive it. Instead of seeing discomfort as a threat, start viewing it as an opportunity. It's not there to punish you, it's there to teach you. Every time you push through something hard, you're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. You're building resilience, fortitude, and self-discipline. Discomfort is your greatest teacher because it forces you to tap into strengths you didn't even know you had. Most people run from discomfort because they're afraid of failure, rejection, or simply not feeling good. But here's the truth: if you can get comfortable being uncomfortable, you become unstoppable. Life will always throw challenges your way. There's no avoiding that. But if you can train yourself to stay calm, focused, and determined in the face of discomfort, you're already ahead of the game. You're preparing yourself for whatever comes your way, whether it's in business, relationships, or personal growth. Think of discomfort as a muscle that needs to be exercised. The more you expose yourself to uncomfortable situations, the stronger you become. Start small. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier, trying something new that intimidates you, or challenging yourself to have an uncomfortable but necessary conversation. Each time you do, you're expanding your comfort zone, making discomfort a little less daunting. Over time, what once felt terrifying will start to feel normal, even easy. Embracing discomfort is also about letting go of the need for perfection. So many of us avoid taking action because we're afraid it won't be perfect. But perfection is a myth, and waiting for it will only hold you back. Instead, focus on progress. Every time you step into discomfort, you're making progress, no matter how small. Celebrate the fact that you showed up, that you chose growth over comfort, that you decided to learn rather than stay safe. So as you move into 2025, commit to embracing discomfort as part of your journey. Make a habit of asking yourself, what's one thing I can do today that feels uncomfortable but will move me closer to my goals? Because discomfort isn't something to fear, it's something to welcome. It's the secret to mastering self-discipline, building resilience, and achieving the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, the life you want is often on the other side of what makes you uncomfortable. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it transform you. Excuses are the silent killers of dreams. They creep into your mind, convincing you that it's okay to put off your goals, to skip that workout, to delay that project until tomorrow. But here's the harsh truth: every time you give in to an excuse, you're taking a step further away from the life you truly want. If you're serious about thriving in 2025, you need to train your mind to reject excuses at every turn. This is where real self-discipline begins, by refusing to let your mind be swayed by the easy way out. The problem with excuses is that they feel so comforting in the moment. They're the stories we tell ourselves to justify why we can't take action right now. I'm too tired, I don't have time, or I'll start tomorrow. But let's be honest, tomorrow is just a mirage. It never really comes. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. Success doesn't come to those who make excuses, it comes to those who take action, even when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or downright hard. To train your mind to reject excuses, you need to become aware of them the moment they arise. Pay attention to that inner voice trying to convince you to procrastinate or take the easy way out. The moment you hear yourself making an excuse, stop and challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true, or am I just looking for a way out more often than not? You'll realize that the excuse is just your mind trying to protect you from discomfort. But remember, growth happens outside your comfort zone. The next step is to replace your excuses with empowering beliefs. Instead of saying, I'm too busy, reframe it to, I prioritize what's important, instead of, I'm not ready. Tell yourself, I'll never be 100% ready, so I'll start now. These mental shifts are powerful because they take away your mind's favorite hiding spots. You're not letting yourself off the hook. Instead, you're holding yourself accountable to a higher standard. The more you practice this, the stronger your mental discipline becomes. One of the best ways to combat excuses is to commit to taking immediate action, no matter how small. If you feel the excuse creeping in, do anything that moves you forward. Even if it's just 5 minutes of work on a project or a quick walk to get your body moving. The act of taking that first step is often all you need to break through the inertia. Action creates momentum, and momentum is the antidote to excuses. The more you act, the less power excuses have over you. Understand that excuses are just barriers your mind creates to keep you safe. But safety doesn't lead to success, growth does. To thrive in 2025, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. When you train your mind to reject excuses, you're building resilience. You're training yourself to show up day in and day out, no matter how you feel or what obstacles are in your way. This is what separates those who succeed from those who simply wish they could. So starting today, make a commitment to stop making excuses. Every time you catch yourself saying, I can't replace it with I will, every time you feel like quitting, remind yourself why you started. Because at the end of the day, your excuses will only ever bring you regret. But if you train your mind to reject them, you'll open yourself up to a life of possibilities, growth, and success. Let 2025 be the year you look back on and say, that's when I stopped making excuses and started making progress. Self-discipline isn't just about willpower, it's about building a life anchored in consistency. One of the most powerful ways to create that consistency is through daily rituals. These are not just habits you check off a list, but intentional practices that ground you, set the tone for your day, and align your mind and spirit with your goals. In a world full of chaos and distractions, rituals are your anchor, the steady foundation you can always rely on, no matter how unpredictable life gets. Think of daily rituals as the roots of a tree. The deeper your roots, the more resilient you are in the face of life's storms. When you commit to a morning ritual, for example, whether it's meditation, journaling, exercise, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee in silence, you are setting yourself up to face the day with a clear mind and focused energy. These moments of intentionality at the start of your day create a ripple effect, influencing how you respond to challenges and decisions throughout the day. Building rituals isn't about making drastic changes overnight, it's about starting small and being consistent. Maybe it's 5 minutes of stretching, writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or reading a chapter of an inspiring book. The key is to choose rituals that align with your vision and values. The more you practice these rituals, the more they become a natural part of who you are. This is how you build discipline, not through force, but through gentle, consistent repetition. Daily rituals are also crucial for managing your mental and emotional well-being. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and demands, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But when you have a set of rituals to come back to, you create a safe space where you can reset, recharge, and refocus. These rituals serve as a reminder that no matter how hectic life gets, you always have control over how you start and end your day. The beauty of rituals is that they don't just improve your productivity, they transform your mindset. Over time, you'll find yourself feeling more grounded, more present, and more in control. You're not just reacting to life's demands, you're proactively creating the life you want. This sense of control is where self-discipline truly begins to flourish. When you know you can rely on your rituals, you build trust in yourself, which is the foundation of all discipline. But here's the catch: rituals only work if you prioritize them, even when you don't feel like it. There will be days when you're tired, busy, or just not in the mood. But those are the days when your rituals matter most. It's easy to stick to routines when everything is going smoothly, but true self-discipline is built in the moments when it's the hardest to stay consistent. That's where the real growth happens, when you show up for yourself, even when it's inconvenient. So start today. Choose 1 or 2 small rituals that resonate with you and commit to doing them every day for the next month. Let these rituals anchor you, guide you, and strengthen your self-discipline. Because when you master the art of daily rituals, you're not just changing your day, you're transforming your entire life, one small, intentional step at a time. By the time 2025 rolls around, you'll look back and realize that these simple daily practices were the foundation for everything you've achieved. Let's be honest, we live in a world of instant gratification. Everything is designed to give you what you want, exactly when you want it. One tap, one click, and you can have food delivered to your doorstep, stream your favorite shows, or scroll through endless social media feeds. But here's the thing, instant gratification is one of the biggest barriers to self-discipline. If you're constantly chasing quick fixes and immediate pleasure, you'll never reach your fullest potential. To truly thrive in 2025, you need to learn to break free from the trap of instant gratification. The problem with instant gratification is that it trains your brain to seek shortcuts. It's the dopamine hit that feels good in the moment, but leaves you empty afterward. Whether it's staying up late binge watching a series, buying things you don't need, or endlessly scrolling through your phone, these small choices can pull you off track. Over time, they become habits, and before you know it, you're caught in a cycle of quick rewards that prevent you from making meaningful progress toward your long-term goals. To break these chains, you have to retrain your mind to focus on delayed gratification. Think of it like planting seeds. When you're working on something meaningful, whether it's building a business, getting fit, or learning a new skill, the rewards don't come instantly. They take time to grow, but they are so much more fulfilling when they finally bear fruit. The key is to understand that the things truly worth having in life require patience, effort, and sacrifice. One powerful way to break free from instant gratification is to embrace the discomfort of waiting. Waiting is hard because we're wired to seek immediate comfort. But growth doesn't happen in comfort, it happens in discomfort. When you choose to delay gratification, you're choosing to invest in yourself and your future. The discomfort you feel when you resist a temptation today is a sign that you're on the right path. It means you're building the mental muscles needed to achieve bigger things. Practicing self-discipline around instant gratification also means being intentional with your time. If you find yourself reaching for your phone or getting lost in distractions, pause and ask yourself, is this helping me move toward my goals, or is it just a way to escape? The more you become aware of how you spend your time, the easier it is to break free from habits that no longer serve you. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. But let's be real, it's not about cutting out all pleasure from your life. It's about finding a balance between enjoying the present and investing in your future. There's nothing wrong with taking a break or treating yourself. The key is to do it mindfully, not as a way to avoid your responsibilities or numb yourself from discomfort. When you learn to prioritize long-term rewards over fleeting moments of pleasure, you'll notice how much more satisfied and fulfilled you feel in the long run. So if you want to thrive in 2025, start breaking those chains of instant gratification today. The more you focus on what really matters, on what will actually bring you happiness, success, and growth, the easier it will be to stay disciplined. Remember, every time you choose to delay gratification, you're investing in a future version of yourself who is stronger, wiser, and more successful. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Because when you break free from the hold of instant gratification, you unlock a level of self-mastery that will set you apart from the rest. Defining your vision is the first, most crucial step toward achieving a life of purpose and fulfillment. Without a clear vision, you're just going through the motions, allowing life to dictate your path. Think of your vision as the North Star, guiding you through the chaos and uncertainty that life inevitably brings. It's not just about setting goals, it's about deciding who you want to become and what kind of life you want to create by 2025. This clarity is what separates those who merely wish for success from those who actually achieve it. A compelling vision has the power to pull you forward, even when the journey gets tough. It's easy to stay disciplined when things are going well, but it's your vision that will push you to keep going when challenges arise. When you know exactly where you're headed, obstacles become temporary setbacks rather than roadblocks. Your vision keeps you anchored, especially when life tries to knock you off course. It's what keeps you up at night planning, and it's what gets you out of bed in the morning, fired up and ready to take on the day. But here's the catch: having a vision is not enough on its own. You need to commit to it. And commitment isn't just about saying, I want this, it's about deciding deep down that you're willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Commitment means embracing the sacrifices, the long nights, the early mornings, and the moments of doubt. It's the relentless pursuit of your dream, even when the excitement has worn off and all you have left is your grit and determination. Real commitment shows up in your daily actions. It's about aligning your behaviors, your habits, and your choices with that vision every single day. It's not something you just think about occasionally, it's something you live. The moment you commit fully, you'll find yourself letting go of things that no longer serve you. You'll start saying no to distractions and yes to opportunities that move you closer to your goals. This level of focus is the essence of self-discipline. The magic of commitment is that it doesn't just change your mindset, it changes your reality. When you're truly committed, you start to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You'll attract people, resources, and circumstances that align with your vision. It's almost like the world conspires to help you simply because you've decided that you're all in. This isn't about luck, it's about the energy you put into your commitment and the way it transforms how you show up in the world. However, let's be clear, committing to a vision isn't a one-time decision. It's a choice you make every single day. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when the path seems too hard and the results seem too far away. But it's in those moments that commitment truly matters. You have to remind yourself why you started in the first place and renew your promise to yourself. Remember, the journey is never easy, but the reward is worth every struggle. So today, take a moment to define your vision. Write it down in detail. Envision your life in 2025 and let that picture be as vivid and real as possible. And then commit to it with everything you've got. Because when you combine a clear vision with unwavering commitment, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Let 2025 be the year you look back on and say, that's when everything changed, because I chose to define my vision and commit to making it my reality. As we look ahead to the challenges and opportunities of 2025, remember that the journey you're on is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every step you take, every effort you make, no matter how small, is a testament to your strength, your determination, and your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. It's not about being flawless, it's about being resilient, about staying focused, about choosing to move forward, even when the road is tough. So I challenge you, when you feel the urge to hold yourself to impossible standards, when you find yourself paralyzed by the need to be perfect, shift your focus. Celebrate the progress. Celebrate the small victories, the lessons learned, the strength you've built along the way. Because it's these moments, these steps, these choices that will create the life you want, the life you deserve. The road ahead will not always be easy, and there will be moments when doubt creeps in. But if you stay committed to progress, if you keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles, you'll find that success isn't a destination, it's a journey. And you are capable of navigating it with grace, power, and unwavering belief in your ability to overcome anything that stands in your way. So let go of the need to be perfect. Embrace the beautiful mess of progress. Trust in your journey and know that each day brings you closer to the life you've dreamed of. Keep going, you've got this.